Hello and kindness crew, welcome back to another deck. We're playing Scam Elementals, which did make top 20 at the Pro Tour. And it's playing with a lot of the big elementals. It's playing with I really missed the power of Vibrance during spoiler season. I thought this was one of the weaker elementals. However, in the elemental tribals deck, 2 green to find any land is super powerful. Or for double red, you get to do 3 damage to any target. Both seem fantastic to kill a Badger Mole, go find another land, find a Caverner Souls when we're playing against control. It's fantastic. It's also playing with Wistfulness, 2 green, exile, target artifact or enchantment, 2 blue, draw 2 cards and discard a card. Deceit, 2 blue, bounce an online permanent, or 2 black, you get to Thoughtseize your opponent's hand. And then it has some help with Sunderflock at the high end. Costs X less for X the greatest mana value among elementals you control. When this enters, if you cast it, return all non-elemental creatures you control to their hand. It's playing one of Harvester of Misery. If you missed buying this card from the Pro Tour, this card is now above $20. Unfortunately, it more than doubled in price. It's a great way to deal with Badger Mole decks. It's a great way to deal with token deck. Either discarding, target creature gets -2, -2, or this creature enters, all other creatures get -2, -2 until end of turn. Overlord, when this permanent enters or attacks, mill 4 cards. You may put a non-avatar, so find an elemental from the graveyard to your hand. And then we are playing with Kavero. Kavero, I get to copy 1 elementals from my graveyard, which is really sick. And if you pay your mana correctly, for example, Deceit for 2 blue and 2 black, and we copy Deceit, we get to do both activations of Deceit. Unfortunately, we don't have the same action for Vibrance or Wistfulness, but we're able to maybe get one of those colors. So say I want Vibrance on double green, so you can play green, green, blue, black, and we can get Vibrance to go get a land. And then there's a 1 of Spicy Beza. It is an elemental. I know we forget about it. Create a treasure token if an opponent controls more lands than you. Gain 4 life if the opponent has more life than you. Make 2 fish if they have more creatures than you, and then draw a card if they have more cards than you. And then to make this engine really work is Ashling. Whenever this creature enters or transforms, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. And then on the flip side, first main phase, we get to make 2 mana of any color. So we play this on turn 2. Turn 3, we flip Ashling, and we can pay 4 mana to cast any spell with mana value 4 or greater. So we can play a Kavero pretty early on, or we can play one of our elementals and play Not Dead After All to bring it back. And then our new spell from Lorwyn, Requiting Hex, destroy target creature mana value 2 or less. And if additional costs, you may blight 1 to gain 2 life. In the sideboard, we have Intimidation Tactics to exile target artifact or creature from my opponent, 1 Detect Intrusion or Spider Sense, and Web for blue, or counter target instant spell, sorcery spell, or triggered ability. Another Beza in case we're playing against like Burn, another Harvester of Misery against we're a Badger deck, another Wistfulness in case they have pesky like artifacts or enchantments, Soul Guide Lantern because there's too much graveyard in this format, Clarion Conqueror, activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, and Planeswalkers can't be activated. I could bring this in against Kaido, I can bring this in against Badger, it's fantastic. And then Quantum Riddler, one of the best blue cards in the format. When this creature enters, draw a card. As long as you have 1 or fewer cards in your hand, draw an additional card. You can warp it or pay it for 5. That's the deck today. Let's get into some best of 3 action and understand why this deck did so well. Honestly, I'm just really excited to play it. Opponent goes first. We can, Overlord on turn 2, Vibrance turn 3. You can try it. Our lands are a little awkward, especially with another Not Dead After All. So let's play this on Elemental and pass. We might have to Vibrance on turn 2 just to go get a black source. They're playing mono green, interesting. Yeah, because their lands are just really problematic right now. Elemental, double green, and then let's go find just a normal black source. You can also get Starting Town. We need double white though, so maybe Starting Town is the play. Let's get a Starting Town because then we can help with Beza later. This Starting Town can play on black at least. Traveling Chocobo, yep. Sunderflock is decent. We just have to get Sunderflock out. So let's Starting Town. Overlord. Get a Deceit. Yes, that's what we need. Pass the turn. Sapling Nursery. Whoa, buddy. We didn't have a land drop at least. Another land. So what we can swamp on Deceit, hold control, trigger, look at their hand, and then we can play Not Dead After All on Deceit. Get Ice Told. Oh, that was really good. That was going to be a problem. So Deceit is back at least. And then next turn our Sunderflock is super cheap. We also have Wistfulness in the graveyard that I'm thinking of playing to get rid of Sapling Nursery. That might have been a better play here. But opponent plays a Badger. Play some fetches. Yep. M sacking now is a good sign for us. A lot of damage on board. So getting rid of Sapling Nursing might have been the better call. Oh, there's a Wistfulness. Okay, so not punished. Not punished at all. So let's green on Wistfulness to get rid of Sapling Nursery. This is elemental. Get rid of Sapling Nursery, and then we will follow up with Sunderflock. I don't want to play not dead after all, right? Because I'm going to bounce this board. Bow Trigger goes away. And then Sunderflock, hello, my old friend. Boom. Swing for 6. Pass the turn. What can we get back? We can get a Vibrance back to kill, like, their Traveling Chocobo if we want. Nature's Room for 3. On Hydra, okay. I guess we can Overlord to get back a Vibrance. And now we can red on Vibrance to kill Hydra. And we can play Not Dead After All on the Vibrance, and yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Intimidation Tactics seems great here, so does a Wistfulness. Soul Guide Lantern seems good. Conqueror seems good here too. Let's take out Bizza. Harvester seems fine. There's too many good things in this. Hex is really good. Maybe we just take out the Scam package. We gotta go fast, that was the problem. Maybe Vibrance is not really the play here. Take out like an Overlord. Take out Deceit. Take out a couple, like an Ashling or two. Badger gets shut down a lot, but they only play Badger and a Mana Dork, and maybe Clarion is not worth it. I mean, Clarion just shuts down a Badger if they animate a land, though. Maybe we just take out, like, the Kavero silliness. Take out straight Kavero. Throw it out like that. Ham seems okay. I'll keep it. Escape Tunnel is fine. There's a Clarion Conqueror. I think we just Steam Vents tapped and pass. I think I get a basic, yep. There's a Badger Mole. Is it worth it to bounce the Badger Mole here? Because next turn we can Conquer, and then they have 2 lands? This might be funny. Let's do it. Let's bounce Badger Mole. Ooh, they get a Fable Passage. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, they don't put it on the Fable Passage. Oh no, opponent. I'm not sorry for what I'm about to do to you. You're a Badger deck. Take my Clarion Conqueror. Yeah, you go get that basic forest. But now their 2 forests are shut down. What would you like to do? You would like to concede. I love it. On to the next game. We didn't oversideboard at all. Opponent goes first. Let's keep it. We can Deceit, or we can Overlord on turn 2. Depends what my opponent is doing. I would love to get black mana here. Well, we drew Ashling, so we'll probably be playing Ashling here. Steam Vents tapped. Fire Bluff Canal, sure. There's a black source, that's great. I think I'm going to play this on Elemental and just play our Ashling. I want to get rid of Beza. Nether Deceit is perfect. First Lightning my face. Oh, baby. Are you Spellementals then? First Lightning my face. Yeah, you got it. There's a Verge into Glacial. Okay, so they are the Spellementals deck. Unfortunately, our Ashling gets to die, which is sad. Into a Sleight of Hand. Okay. But hopefully this Deceit gets something good. So let's black on Deceit. Full control. And let's Not Dead After All on Deceit. We can do it now, it's fine. We're going to do it anyways. Hearth Elemental, any Merc Crab. Let's get the... They can cast both of them? That sucks. Let's take the Hearth Elemental. And my Deceit is back. Eddie Merc main phase. That's a choice. Give another land drop for your Detect. Winter Night Stories, yep. Untapped blue source would be the best for them. Oh, they just threw away their removal. Okay. Another Deceit is fantastic. So let's Elemental here. Black, black on Deceit. Show me your hand, buddy. Bunch of crap I don't care about. And let's Overlord here. Getting back Deceit, probably. Or getting back Kavero. Yeah, Kavero does the same thing. Swing in. Pass the turn. This feels like a good matchup for us. Especially with all the Deceits to hate on their hand that we have reoccurring. Any more Crab getting in? Getting in? This is actually wrong. I need to play the Verge, because if they have another Eddie Mercrab in their last card, then we just lose the game, right? Did I just bump the game? I think I did with my land drop. Burst Lightning in my face. Never mind. If they draw another Burst Lightning, we die. That's a good out. Harmonize costs 6, luckily. We're at 2. Ooh, how do we play this turn? Let's Kavero here on Beza to gain life. And we still have to attack. And pass. So now we're at 6 life, so even if they top deck an Eddie Merc Crab, we're not dead. They could Eddie Merc Crab, harmonize it away, and then top deck a Bolt, and I don't think we can beat that. Okay, they just drew land. On to game 2. What do we want here? Definitely Graveyard Hate. Intimidation Tactics. Riddler, probably. Laren doesn't do anything. Bez is cute there, but not really a match for it. Harvester doesn't do anything. Sunderflock doesn't do anything here. I guess we can bring in Intimidation Tactics. It's fine, because we don't need hexes. I guess we can take in one Beza. Just the Beza of good luck and Shivabek. One goes first. We have Soul Guide Lantern at least here. This seems fine. There's another Deceit. That seems great. So let's Starting Town and pass. Fire Bluff Canal, sure. There's another Eclipse Realm. Let's play that on Elemental, and let's take a look at your hand. Show me what you got. Counter this? Sure. That's a counter. We will play it again next turn. There's a Verge. Another land. Unfortunately, not what we want. So let's Deceit here again. Take a look at their hand. You have a Spider Sense? That could be a thing. They do. Okay. So we need to play Soul Guide Lantern to start eating at their graveyard. And we can pass. Elemental, he can play Hearth Elemental right now. So it depends, when do we want to sack the Soul Guide Lantern? Sunspine Lynx, okay. Yeah. There's a Vibrant, so I think I want to get my land drop. Right? I don't gain life here, but I need to get my land drop. With Cavern of Souls. And let's pass the turn. We're going to take damage from this Lynx for a little bit. Nothing we can do about that. I have 5 mana. Swing for 5. Yeah, you got me. Do a Hearth Elemental. Okay. So let's Cavern on Elemental here. Play Wistfulness. Throw away at Reef, that's fine. And let's pass. Next turn, we can Kavero them. At least. Row. Dang, okay. You tick up or tick down?
Fine. I'll just have to shock the answers out of you.
If you tick down, then I get to kill it. Which might be okay for me. They tick down, okay.
I thirst for information.
Winter Night and Glacier. Ugh. That seems really bad for us. Shock in Passage. Rutrose. They go attacking. Okay, well, we block one. They pass the turn without doing anything, so let's get rid of your graveyard. Plays Mire Verge, so we can play this on both sides. Unfortunately, this doesn't block Earth Elemental, but we do get to gain life, so let's kill Ral. Look for Cavernous Souls. And now we pass.
This is an unexpected outcome.
Fortunately, we have a lot of lands in our hand. So if we can find a way to loot them away, that'd be sweet. Imagine if there's an elemental that hated on graveyards. Bounce off. Just to get damage through? Okay. That's a thing. There's another Cavero, so let's play this on human. Here comes Cavero. Can't counter it. Let's get a Deceit. Trigger. Let's bounce your Hearth Elemental. You have a way to get rid of it? First lightning in my face. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. You got me. Boom, right in the face. Looks like we have the scam package. Let's keep it. Like they mulligan down once. It's fine. Let's play Starting Town Pass. Committed to Vibrance on to get a land on turn 2. Chalk and Steam Vents, okay. Courtyard's not bad. Saves us some damage. So let's Vibrance here on double green. Go get a Cavernous Souls. I guess this is wrong because we can't really Cavernous Souls next turn. And then because Starting Town will come into play tapped. Yeah, the jump-ins are great. You can get like Ouroboros from the jump-ins. You can get Riddlers. You can get like some Elementals from the new set. Pretty good. Overlord, okay. I think I want to Overlord here. I kind of want to just fill up my graveyard. Holding on to this Cavernous Souls. If they have a Sixth Sense, Detect Intrusion, yeah, so this is the better play because the seat will be more meaningful. They could play a Hearth Elemental here. Nope, just a Winter Night Stories. Throwing away a Hearth Elemental? Okay. So, black for Deceit. And then we can not dead after all on them. Seems fine, but let's check out their hand. Taking a lot of damage from our lands so far. A couple Eddy Mercs, a Hearth Elemental. I think Eddy Merc is the bigger problem, right? So let's take the Eddy Merc grab. And now we have a 6/6 on board. And then I hope this Wistfulness next turn can get us something good. So here's Sleight of Hand. We know they're going to play this Hearth Elemental. I would love to get some Soul Guide Lanterns. There's an off. There's the off. That's so pretty. I really like that art. There's an island, and then they're just going to hold up Eddy Merc grab. Go to combat and see what they do. There's the grab. Step down my Deceit. Let's Cavernous Souls on Elemental, on Wistfulness. Draw 2, discard. Kind of like Overlord, so let's throw away a Wistfulness. And pass. Sleight of Hand, yep. So their graveyard is pure gas. They can tap Winter Night Stories on Eddy Merc Crab to get deeper. Thunderflock. As a blocker, I respect it. So you have 1 blue up. Do you want to tap one of your creatures? Yep. They're going all in here. Throwing away a Spell Pierce. Interesting to have that card against me. I'm going to block. I have bigger elementals than you. So if I Overlord here, I don't have enough to do anything else, right? So let's just blue, and Wistfulness before I attack. 4 lands. Throw away the Starting Town. Play Reef and get in there. You are now on a big clock, my friend. Sleight of Hand, yep. Fortunately for us, Thunderflock doesn't do anything to us. It's still a 5/5 blocker, however. Yep, there's a Hearth Elemental. And to Bellion. And they have 1 red up. Just a straight attacking. I like it. I guess they have 2 when Bellion goes away. There's a Vibrance. Let's just go to combat, see if they block. Into the Floodmaw. Yeah, would you like to block? Oh, they're going all in. Can we do this? Red. I think they're dead, right? So double red. Ping you in the face. And then Overlord and on Impend. Get back Vibrance. And then Vibrance you in the face again? Going for the kill here. If they have Spider Sense, they have Spider Sense. They do not. Woo! Oh, that was a good play. I like that line a lot. On to the next one. One goes first. Let's keep it. Mystic Monastery, so Jeskai control. Rough. Or the 5-color deck. Another starting town. Well, you're going to see a bunch of starting towns, bud. And we hit 4 lands. No. How dare you do this to me? There's a Beza. Well, it's Overlord again. Do I hit something? I do. I hit a Cavero at least. Let's play a starting town and pass. So should I play this Cavern of Souls on human for Cavero? Would that be bad? I probably just need to do this on Elemental, let's be honest. I will draw a card doing this. Woo, I drew a card. You have a Wrath? You have a way to deal with my 4/5 Elk Elemental. Necro Foundry, okay. Let's just get in there. Water Grave and play a Sunderflock? It doesn't do anything in this matchup. And pass the turn. We could get Wrath this next turn, and then we just slam Cavero. They could have spot removal for Sunderflock as well, with like Get Lost. Lightning Helix the face. I respect it. Just pass? Let's go to combat before I do anything. You like to take all this damage? I do, okay. The Cavern of Souls on human, and play our Cavero. Cannot be countered. Get back to seat. Trigger. What is in your hand, opponent? I guess I didn't need to play blue. That was bad. I just spent life for nothing. Jeskai Rev, Elspeth, 3 steps ahead. So if they Elspeth me, they die. Take that Jeskai Rev. 3 steps ahead goes Luton. So they're looking for a Wrath. Salt, not kick, looking for a Wrath. Unfortunately, our Overlord comes off in pen now. So if they Wrath, well, I guess they Wrath, right? Show it to me. Stock up is not it. And on to game 2. Beaten Jeskai control. So the question is, are they the Shiko version or not? Probably not. So let's bring in Decktech, let's bring Riddler, let's bring in Beza, take out all of our hexes. One Harvester's not bad because the Jeskai Rev to clean up the tokens. Wistfulness might be cute. I guess it doesn't matter because Sunderflock does the same thing as Harvester that we want. And if they play the 1/3 on 2, then yeah, just ship it back like this. I like it. Well, we have Vibrance, but we have no way to do it, but we have Overlord. We can try it. And 1 Steam Vents. That's another Overlord. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can get our land drop, shall we? It's a Deceit. That seems fine. Let's Deceit you. Double black. Cannot be countered. They can stop the triggered ability if they have Spider Sense, but usually they don't play that card. Day Judgment, Ral, Consult. Okay with taking Consult. Ral is kind of a problem, but they also don't have double weight, so it's like whatever. Starting town is great, right? Because now we can Vibrance. Can't be countered. Go find another Cavern of Souls. Just play a Ral here. No? It's a choice. So let's Cavern of Souls on human. For Cavero. Cannot be countered. Get Deceit back. Hit Consult in response. Knowing that I would probably take Consult. It's fair. So this time, I'm probably going to take their... Day Judgment. Like, they can play a couple Rals and play some Otters. We can bounce it with Sunderflock and kill Ral. Stock up. Yeah. So they play a Torpor Orb. Front rows. Overlord. Still get a trigger. I think getting a Deceit is just fine here, right? Because we can put this on Elementals, Deceit, And now we have a 5/5. Swing for 4. And pass. There's the realm.
I'll save you once, then it's back to my quest.
I think I just want to go face. Like, you can do Ral things. That's fine. Then we can Overlord again. Look for some more goodies. Wistfulness is fine. Doesn't matter how we cast it, because yeah, Torpor route. And we're just throwing down threats, right? And then let's Overlord and Pend as well. Let's get some value out these Overlords. Get lost on my Wistfulness.
New world requires new strategies.
Well, guess what? I'm going to get Wistfulness back. Biggest damaging creature.
I'll just invent a solution.
Ral things, that's fine. Well, let's map here. Seed on top is fine. So I'm mapping here again. They could have Jeskai Rev here. But I think I still want to push damage to their face. Cannot counter this. And let's just pass. All these Overlords coming off in Pen will be a problem for future turns, which feels really good. Now the question is, how do we push through damage if they have stuff like Jeskai Rev here? Okay, there's one Jeskai Rev.
Way to victory.
I think the face is still the place. The face is still the answer. Elspeth.
I am confident this will work.
Well, that's a lot of blockers, and that's going to be annoying.
The multiverse will be free from
Holy
this
crap.
scourge.
Thanks for the helping paw.
I will block you. I'm going to go face because you have to block it. And then play Sunderflock. And unfortunately this is going to be a problem because, like, they can Elspeth on Sunderflock. They can also Wrath me. Riddler's fine. All our Overlords are coming off in Pen, though. There are 28 cards in deck. Like, they're probably going to Wrath, so like, just block Ahoy. There it is.
Another genius idea by Raul Zarek.
And they have counter magic for our Riddler.
You get to be my pro.
That's like the worst case scenario. Rekindled. Can be countered. Alright. Just kind of have to pass. Overlord coming off in Pen. Are we dead here? We are. Like, one spell, pump up. Okay. Let's go to the next game. Let's bring in some intimidation tactics, because we just can't beat Torpor Orb. That's our only answer to Torpor Orb. I'll go first. Can't keep that hand. Hand looks a little better. Throw away one dead after all. Play a Water Grave, tapped and pass. Another dead after all. So let's Realm and play Overlord. And if they have Torpor Orb, that's the problem. There's a Deceit that we need to take. Please don't Torpor Orb me. They did not. Alright, well, let's Cavern of Souls on Elementals. Black, black on Deceit. See what your hand is, bud. Get lost on Overlord. Yeah, you got me. One less card I have to take. So let's look at your hand. And they're tapped out, so we can just do this now, right? So it's not dead after all in our Deceit. Bunch of draw cards. Well, let's take stock up. They can play that next. Down to Quarry Mountain into a Tor. Are you kidding me, man? Alright, let's just Wistfulness for something. What a top deck. Well, let's push some pressure on. There's another Cavern of Souls. Put this on Elemental. Put some pressure on. Detect Intrusion's great. Smacking. So we have Detect Intrusion for the rest of the game. They drew a Get Lost. Sure. That resolves. You take one in the face. They're at 6, so let's just map. They are technically dead on board, so you consult. Not sure. You get that. Vibrance on top is fine. And let's just pass. So Detect Intrusion on a Wrath or a way to kill Wistfulness is what we're going for. Rest in Peace does not do it here. Yeah! Eat a Torpor Orb, boys. Let's go! Go first. Let's keep this. It's Cavernous Souls on Elemental. Sleight of Hand, so the Spellemental deck again. Starting Town is not the worst. Play Starting Town and play our Ashling. Throwing away an Ashling. Through another land, that's unfortunate. More Sleight of Hands. More Sleight of Hands. Flipping it doesn't hurt here. Because now we can Overlord still. Getting Kavero seems great. And let's pass. There's a Verge. Main phase off, yeah. Earth Elemental, yeah. So ability triggers. Let's put this on black. We can flip you. Discarding Courtyard. Another Starting Town, that's the worst. Alright, the Cabinet Souls on Human. This can be blue. This can be blue. And we can Kavero here. Getting Deceit back. On your Hearth Elemental. Let's take the Eddie Merc Crab, shall we? And get in there for some damage. And pass. Big dumb creatures dot game. So they shock in for Winter Night Stories. Ooh, that means they're committed to playing this Hearth Elemental again. Fortunately, it does block my Kavero. Have an Eddie Merc Crab in the graveyard. I'm blue. I could Eddie Merc, just like take Eddie Merc and start going to town. Tap you. Go beat downs. Play Starting Town and pass. First Lightning on my Ashling. Wow. You got him, sir. Cabinet Souls on Elemental. And let's just Wistfulness. Draw some cards. Vibrance is fine. Throw Blaze Merge away. And pass. Just start attacking with our big Wistfulness. Play some more. There's an Opt. One to the bottom. That's a good sign for us. Sunderflock is a blocker. That makes sense. Another land, unfortunately. But let's just attack all out. And then we can Vibrance. This does not tap for red, unfortunately. So we can get you. And go get Red Source. I was thinking it would untap for mana, but I was incorrect there. And then now we just have a bunch of lethal attackers and another Vibrance. So if any of these 4 creatures get through, we get to Vibrance their face next turn. That's enough. On to game 2. So Soul Guide Lantern is great here. Intimidation Tactics great here. Detect is fine. Basic for card advantage is fine. We take out Sunderflock and we take out Hex. We could bring in Riddler as well over like one Harvester. No, all Intimidation Tactics is fine. Let's do it like this. Well, we have Tactics, Overlord, and this seems fine. Light a hand, yep. There's a Cabinet Souls, that's fine. So it's Intimidation Tactics you in your Hearth Elemental. And we can pass. They shock that in. Well, we drew a Deceit, so I think I want to Deceit first. To look at your hand. Spell Pierce does nothing in this matchup, so get it. I do not care about it. They opt first. I think I want to take Sunderflock. Like, it's a creature. Like, a Braid does nothing, Spell Pierce does nothing. I guess Winter Knight doesn't do anything as well. Let's take Winter Knight. Like, they have to play a creature to make it worth something. They can't just, like, play a land and draw right now. Full Guide Lantern. Well, that's annoying. There's a Courtyard. So this can be on Elemental. And we can get rid of Soul Guide Lantern at least. Would you like to crack it? I wish we saw that earlier. Oh, they let it go. Seems good. Sleight of hand, okay. The next turn we can Cavero on Wistfulness, or we can just Overlord. Okay, I think neither is the answer. Let's Overlord here. Try to get something. Vibrance or Wistfulness? Probably Wistfulness. And then next turn we can play Wistfulness to kill Soul Guide Lantern and loot. Now we can only do one or the other. Fine. Get rid of Soul Guide Lantern now. I wish I could do both, but my land ordering hasn't been the best. Like, they got rid of my graveyard. You got it. And then you have an Eddy Merc. That's pretty good top decks by you. Now we just need to find a way to loot. Because we finally got their second Soul Guide off the table. But unfortunately we didn't find our Soul Guide Lantern. And now they just kind of get to do their own thing. Is that a loot? Intimidation tactics. We're a little late. Well, let's check out your hand. Spell Pierce. I will pay for that. I'm doing nothing else. Another Hearth Elemental. That's fine. Unfortunately, this Broadside Barrage is going to kill this Wistfulness. Okay. Well, it is what it is. They don't kill it in attack. That seems wrong. Another Sunderflock. Okay. Oh, that is not it. On to game 3. Double Soul Guide Lantern got us there. Oh, we got the scam. Let's do it. Need to play Starting Town first, if I want to Vibrance on 2. So this on Elemental, and then we can Vibrance for double green. And this can get Cavernous Souls. Because we know they brought in counter in game 2. There's that pretty opt again. To the bottom, at least. Have a Soul Guide Lantern here. Play Soul Dragon Hunt just to draw. They don't have to discard, right? It's a... then you may discard, so free card for us. Let's Cavern on Elemental here. And black for Deceit. Full control. Target you. And then Dead After All on our Deceit. Now we have a big 6/6. And what is in your hand? Bounce Off, a Braid, Eddy Merc Crab. How many spells in graveyard? 1, 2. I think I still take Eddy Merc. It's the problem. And we have a 6/6. Bounce off my Deceit. That seems like a choice. We drew another Not Dead for All. Alright, my friends. I will Thoughtseize you again. That seems pretty bad for you. So I'm gonna Thoughtseize them first before the Evoke trigger, just to see what's in their hand. 2 Hearth Elementals. Yeah. And then scam my Deceit. And now we have a 6/6 again. And pass the turn. Here's the Hearth Elemental we know about. Starting Town was not a good draw, so let's attack. Play our Eclipse Realm on Elemental, and play a Wistfulness for just blue. Because I don't need double green to take some life. And we can throw away the Starting Town. And I like where we are now. Thunderblock, you got it. I think we just slam it in. We're at 5. Alright. Let's Vibrance here. Go get another Cavern of Souls, ping him to the face, and that's enough. I feel like that's a good matchup when we get off the ground. So this is the final version of the Spellementals. We went 5-1 in our list, and I felt like it's really strong. Unfortunately, without a strong sideboard, we're relying on intimidation tactics to get rid of Torpor Orb. And yes, Torpor Orb sometimes is good, but say Torpor Orb against Jeskai control, we're trying to get through that overall advantage of Jeskai control, and it's a little rough. But that's the only thing I wish I could deal with. Yeah, Torpor Orb, we can play our elementals big guys, which sometimes is a detriment to our opponent. But besides that, the list feels really strong. The base is a little bit weird. I kind of want to go up another Wistfulness and just have all Wistfulness in the main board. And I like going down, the old previous scam list had like 6 to 10 of these return creatures when they die spells. And I really like going less of the scam package and just go honest, strong elementals. And I can understand why this list did so well at the Pro Tour. But that is it for me. Thank you for hanging out today. I hope you guys liked the video. And as always, take care of yourself and we will see you tomorrow. Later, guys.